Welcome back to Potato League. Today I have a TvP with you. I am Terran. My opponent, Limerick, is a Protoss. And we're going to talk about why I lost today. So we've got a little bit of a fun game for you here. My strategy against Protoss is a 2 Cyclone drop. So first what we're going to see is where I'm screwing up my opener build. So right now I'm okay with my opener. Not any big, no big problems at this point. So starting my, get my gas on time. After this I'm going to go and get my second factor. So okay, let's see what's going on. I see his probe coming up. So I instantly send one of my SCVs to block him from stealing my second gas, because I need that second gas for this build. And you're going to see he's trying to go get it. Tries to steal it, but I don't allow him to. So I'm losing mining time on this and this, but he's also wasting a lot of APM, and I am still moving very easily with my build. So start the orbital command, get my Reaper out on time. And now I have 2 SCVs to try to make sure he doesn't try to block my secondary base. If he does, I can always just take it in a different spot. I can fly my command centers around, so not a big issue. And I'm following him home with my other SCV. So right now I'm still okay. Let's see if I get my factory on time. So still moving forward. So I get, as soon as the Reaper comes out, I get reactor and then factory, so that's okay. Then this SCV is going to go out and build my wall, doing really well, and I should get a gas here soon as well. So I need to get this gas right now. Gas as soon as I have 75 minerals. Do I have the gas? Wait, late. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. I've got my Reaper going in on his side of the map over here. Take a scout in. So I see that he's got his cybernetics core. He's only got 1 gate finished, so I'm not expecting a whole mess of pressure. So I'm pretty good at this point. So my build, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right on this build. The next big point is filling up this gas on time. Let's see if I fill up the gas. Okay, boom, perfectly. Fill it up right on time. So my opener is very clean. I'm fine on this build. I get it. Cyclone started. Now I'm going to do a starport as soon as I have about 100 gas. See if I'm on time. 100 gas, boom, right on time. Before 308, right on time. Doing very well. Doing very, very well. Bring my Reaper home. I should maybe keep it out onto the map, but I have 1 SCV scouting out here for me. I think maybe I should have used the Reaper instead of the SCV, because this could have been mining minerals for me. So maybe a little mistake, but not game ending at this league. I'm moving my forces down to the front because now this base is getting more and more important. So let's see if I'm making any mistakes right now. One thing, after the cybernetics core is finished, I should really be looking at what tech my opponent is going into. Robo facility into Stargate lets me know that it's not like any kind of Twilight Council timing. It might be a warp prism, but if there's no Twilight, warp prism timings don't really have the same impact of if they're not charge lots, or if they're not glaive adepts, or if it's not blink stalker, or things like that. So not having a Twilight kind of tells me that it could either be a delayed early economic game, it could be a heavy like double immortal kind of drop or something like that, but the Stargate I really should have taken a look at. So right after about, I'm going to say the 3-minute mark, I should really be kind of going in, at least scanning in to see what kind of tech I should be expecting. And also look at the different base saturations and things like that. He's got his bases rallied out to here, so it's not good on his point. But anyway, let's keep going. My mistakes here, my mistakes here. So I've got the minerals. Yeah, I'm on time with this double cyclone drop. I've got my next cyclone out. I'm not supply blocked. I should be making a supply depot very soon, or I will be getting supply blocks, so maybe I do miss. Maybe I am going to miss this a little bit. Yeah, I should have been making one at least at 41. So I'm going to have a little bit of a supply block but he's got adepts coming across the map. It's not a big issue, just regular pressure. So here we go. Big mistake I make here is my pressure is a double cyclone drop, not this full army move out. So I was a little bit tilted when I was playing this game. This is still, if you watched my last episode of Potato League of my TvZ, it's the same thing. So I was kind of stupid, and this really comes back to bite me. So big mistake I'm making here is, again, this isn't to kill my opponent. This is a pressure push. So if I can't get pressure, I can't get pressure, but it's going to be a scout, and it's going to be some damage, not a game-ending kill. If I want to end the game with this, I need to scan in to see what's going on. I should be scanning in to see that he's just now taking his second gases, so he's been going into infrastructure quite a bit. Yeah, I'm supply blocked here, which is another big mistake. Big mistake. I'm making 2 right now. I've got another cyclone on the way. But what I should have done is left these 2 cyclones taken these 2 cyclones in this medevac and dropped them over into his base, and left my Marines at home. And the reason, you will see why. So I don't see this starport, which is a massive mistake on this play. So let's see what happens. I'm moving across the map. I could have left all my Marines at home, trying to make more supply depot right now, and then my transition, I should be transitioning into a Liberator. I even see the orbit. I even see the Oracle coming out. I don't pull home. I should transition to a Liberator, and then I'm going to start making tanks and stuff like that. But I'm going to get a 3rd CC before any of that, because I want the economy. Now here's the big issue. I see this Oracle come in, and I have absolutely nothing. I have 2 Marines almost out and 1 Cyclone. I have nothing at home. How many Marines do I have right now? 7 Marines. These 7 Marines were standing by this mineral line. This is finished. That's no longer a problem anymore. I don't even need stim. That's not a problem. So, big mistake of mine is to not leave my Marines at home. I could have also been across the map much sooner with these in a medevac that could boost across. So, a lot of stupid mistakes here. So I'm going to lose a lot of SCVs on this point. So I'm trying to protect my SCVs as much as possible, but I'm going to also do kind of a double prong attack on his side, try to pull his army. I'm going to hit this mineral line over here to try to pull his army up, and then at that time I'm going to move my army into his natural, which I hoped was much more busy. So yeah, here I've got him kind of bottlenecked, and over on my side of the map I've got my Marines, and I should be hitting this with a Cyclone. Just kind of a mess all across the board. I think both of us are pretty high in APM right now. But yeah, this is kind of just a mess on my side. I liked this attack. This was a nice attack, you know, if I used this well, I think, but I'm taking too much damage back at home. He's killed way more workers than I have, so big issue. He's attacking my CC, which I'm fine with. Now it's out of energy, so no big issue. I'm attacking his Nexus, so we're both misclicking. I've got my Cyclones into his base now, so now I'm starting to do more damage, which is great for me. But I'm going to lose all of my Marines because I can't deal with this Oracle, micro these Cyclones, and keep these Marines alive at the same time. I just don't have the APM for that. I have been cooking pretty high, but right now the issue is I lost all of my army, and I have 2 Cyclones and 2 Marines with a Viking at home, 1 medevac. And the medevac is over here. So he has 2 Immortals, a Zealot, and a bunch of Adepts. He's got more workers than me. I've killed more workers than him, but I'm kind of in a bad spot. But I do have one advantage I do have is I do have my 3rd command center down already. So I'm trying to resaturate my main. I'm trying to get some units out to defend myself. He's got this observer here, so he sees everything I'm doing. Yeah, so here's the next big mistake I make. So I've got again, I'm going to probably do a 1-1 timing, or a +1 with combat shield stim timing. So I'm making my 3 barracks now. This is my customary 3 barracks, and I'm getting an upgrade. I'm going to try to make double medevacs here for my push. I always switch into bio. Get double stim, and I'm going to get stim and combat shields at the same time. And then just start reactoring out a whole bunch of stuff. I should maybe switch these instead. I don't have a very clean transition on this one yet. But he's still got an Oracle in my base. I'm not doing anything about it. So there's the +1. And I'm going to get +1 armor. And these two at the same time. So I'm going to start trying to push out at. I have no idea what he's doing on his side of the map. Let's see what my vision says. No idea what he's doing. Not a clue. Right? So another big issue I have is not knowing what position I'm in right now. So I've got 50 workers to his 57. So he's actually above me in economy, and I have nothing to know about that. He sees everything I'm doing. So he knows I'm moving out. Again, I move out across the map before I know what he's doing. I have no idea what his tech is. Let's see what I know about him right now. From Danberg, I know that he has a starport, he has a factory, a robo facility, and he has a couple gateways, and that he has 1 gas on his second base. Is that correct? Absolutely not correct. I should have seen that he has expanded his gates. He has a Templar archive, so I can be expecting Archons or Storm. He's got a Twilight Council now, so he is transitioning into kind of a Charge Lot Immortal High Templar Storm. And then into Archon, and he's got a 3rd base up and very saturated, where I am just now getting mine kind of up and running. Also, I don't know where his army is. I have no idea where his army is, but he has a very good idea of where mine is going, so he's going to try to do this kind of walk around and see what's going on. So I've got all my Marines and everything coming up over here. I'm coming up to a nice timing. With stim and +1, I'm going to have +2 in combat shields here soon. And now let's go push into his base, yeah! And then he's got a warp prism and everything in the world back in my base. So I realize there's no way I can do a base trade. So I'm trying to come home to kill all of his army, and then I can push out across if I kill all his army. Now, you know what's not fun to do is attacking into a Protoss army that has the position that they want in your base. So I'm going to try to, I've got some Liberators over here to try to zone him out so he can't come into my base. And I'm really trying to just get a nice angle on him. I maybe should have come down here or done some scans to see what's going on. But he's got a whole mess of Immortals. And these Immortals, he's about to get, he's not making anything behind this. Again, this is Platinum 3. I'm losing to people that are just above Gold because I'm getting super, super tilted and making a whole bunch of mistakes, like just basic things, not looking at what they're doing, not knowing where their army is. If I could have caught him before he got that big warp in, I could have probably killed his army with what I had. Just kind of turtled up until I had 3-3. All these upgrades are going to hit right about now. So there's 1 upgrade. Losing all my medevacs from a bad select all army control key. Stimming the hell out of my Marines. I've got a siege tank now. Storming everything I have. Walks in, kills everything. Where's my Marines? I've got some on his side of the map. Pulling all my workers. Lost all my workers. Charge lots. Make a mincemeat of all of my last reinforcements, and I lose. So, was this a very good character? Was this a very good player? Of course not. He's floating so many minerals. He's got 60 workers. He doesn't have his second gas to saturate. It's 12 minutes into the game. He's not macroing at all behind this. But what am I doing instead? Not looking at what he's doing. Spending my cash, but losing all of my workers. So yeah, this is why you lose. Very simply, I didn't know where he was, and I moved out blindly, which is very stupid. One scan about here would have told me he's not in his base anymore. And then I just send out 1 Marine to find his army while I'm still banking up my army. And then I push out when I find it. Very easy to beat this, but I just made stupid mistakes. So, Hopefully you learned something from my mistakes and keep your ladder points higher than mine. And I will see you in the next one.